I'm back with another foundation review, and this one is super cheap. This is the foundation stick from Essence. I got it at Ulta. It retails for $6.99. Much cheaper than the Maybelline one I just reviewed, but is it as good? We're gonna see. There are 43 shade options. That's a lot of foundation. With a creamy blendable formula and a natural matte finish. Matte may not be good right now, but we'll see. Essence foundation stick has got you covered. It's perfect for a light, effortless look or quick touch-ups. Your skin's new BFF in a stick. I used to love foundation sticks, like the Fenty one, and I don't know, I feel like I used to try them all the time. So this one really piqued my interest. I have not seen anyone talk about it, so let's get into it. Mine is in the shade 150. I already have primer on my face, so you know the drill. We're gonna do one side. I'm just gonna draw it straight on. Okay, it is a little light for me right now, but we'll make it work. I don't know how much is too much, so we're just gonna start with that and a brush. Now, it did say it was light coverage, so we'll see. Okay, this actually looks really good. I'm actually really impressed. The color's not that bad, actually. I mean, it may be a little light, but not too bad. Okay, let's go up on our forehead. I do think if you use this with a sponge, it would totally take the coverage away, but that's just been my past experience with things. But since this says it's already light coverage, and it does look to be a little light, you would definitely lose some coverage with a sponge. This is looking really good. Like, it just gives like a very natural finish to your face. It evens out your skin tone. Some on my nose. This is a problem area for me, so we'll see how it looks. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's do the other side here. I have definitely more to cover on this side. Definitely light coverage for sure, because you can still see my two zits down here, but everything else is just looking very evened out. My nose does not look that great. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell that much. Let me see if I can just, let's add more to see if it helps. I'm gonna add more here. Like, let's do some spot treatments. Let's try to cover that little mole up right there. Okay, that is working. Now, I don't know if this is gonna make my nose look better, but no, it actually made it look worse. Yeah, my nose does not look good. It just looks worse and worse. You see that? It is like doing like a weird breakup thing right here, which is pretty typical for me. I'm gonna finish up my face. We'll see how it looks, and then I'll come back. Hopefully I can fix my nose. And then I'm gonna do, like I did on my Maybelline video, I'm gonna do one check-in at the very end of the night, because I feel like you can't really get a good picture of foundation if you just try it and then in the video. I feel like it has to go throughout the whole day. Otherwise, it's just a first impressions. Foundations can change, they can oxidize, they can do all these things throughout the day. And I wanna show you if that actually happens, especially with the $7 foundation that I'm already having issues with on my nose. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll be back to show you the finished thing, and then we'll go from there. Okay, full face is on, and I have a few things. One, it does not like concealer to stick to it. So you know how I put extra on these two little areas right here? When I put some concealer over it to just try to cover them up even more, it just took all the foundation off. Like, it was just gone. So I feel like they're not as well covered right now, but that's okay. And my nose, it never really looked great. It looked a little bit better with concealer over it, but I did have to go over it with a dry sponge. That is a trick if you don't know. Just go over things with a dry sponge and it will kind of like blur it out a little bit more. So I did that, and I did that up here as well. So it looks good right now, but I did have to use the little tips and tricks that I had up my sleeve to make it look good. My nose and everything looks fine right now with setting powder and everything all over it. Like I said, this area could have been covered a little bit better. You can still see the zits, but I mean, everything else looks pretty good. Everything looks fine for now, and I'll be back at the end of the night to show you guys how it wore. I just don't know how it's gonna do, but for now it looks fine. It is the end of the night. It is 5 8:30. I put this foundation on. I forgot to show you, but it was about 9 o'clock. So I've had it on for like 8.5 hours or something. I don't know. You do the math. I did it earlier and I forgot. Anyways, it looks kind of oily from far away. I was not happy with how the concealer went on. So I had preconceived notions going on throughout the day about how it was going to look. One thing I did notice is that it was starting to seep into this fine line right here. I don't even know if you can see it. My mom said my foundation looked really good, and that you have to stare really, really hard to look to see it seep into this line up here, but I can see it. Okay, it's there. I feel like the coverage and everything is still there as far as like how much it did cover on my zits. Nothing has come off. Everything looks really good still. I'm just not happy with how it sunk into that line. This is pretty normal for me where it's come off where my sunglasses were. I don't see that it's really sinking that much. Like I have a little bit right here in these lines, but not too bad. Nothing crazy up here in my forehead lines. But like I said, I am oily. I'm starting to feel a little oily like right here, but my nose is pretty oily. I know you can kind of see that. It's like starting to break up a little bit, like on the tip of my nose. I am sure that it would touch up pretty good, but that is not my favorite. But I mean, other than that, I really don't have any complaints. I really liked the consistency of the foundation overall. It was just very easy to work with and very lightweight. But the way the concealer like would not conceal on like problem areas, I didn't like that. But overall, I think this is a really good foundation to try. It is only $6.99. I think I like it. Especially if you're looking for something a little more lightweight on your skin. I made it a little bit more full coverage because I do prefer that look, but you can definitely go with just like a light swipe and go on with your day. You saw how well it covered just on its own. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like it if you liked it, and subscribe before you leave so you can see more review videos. Obviously, foundation reviews are one of my favorites to do. I just love foundation. So if you have any more drugstore recommendations that you want me to try or review for you, please let me know down in the comments, and let me know if you've tried this foundation. Have you even heard of it? What do you think? Are you gonna try it after you see how it looked on my skin? Okay, that's all I have to say. So awkward. All right, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.